Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday the 25th of November and I thought we'd make another start on this. So yes, as much as I try to keep weekends free, I can't resist a bit of painting. So although there's not going to be any live videos or weekend videos, I just feel like we could probably get this done over the weekend. So yeah, I'm going to give that a bash and see how we get on really. So let's get the 4 back out, because the 4 colour was the one that we were starting on previously, weren't it? So I just took my hay fever tablet, so you might hear sniffing throughout the video. Apologies about that. It's a regular occurrence for me. Every morning I get the same problem, so yeah. But how's everyone doing? Is everyone all okay? Are you all having a lovely day? I'm just going to go and quickly get my phone because I haven't got enough plugs to plug Alexa in and that, so that way I can tell the time. So I'll say we started at 11:52. So yeah. So I think we'll do probably a good old hour if we can. If the camera will let us. It's on very low battery, so I've plugged the charger in as well. But the plan of action today is I've got to get some things from Tesco. I've got to visit the Amazon locker again. Nearly every night I win something else on this app, on this Just Play app thing. So I'm always going to the locker light every day, and I pay £8.99 a month for unlimited next day delivery. So I'm good with that. But boy, was it bloody cold last night after the live video that we did on the 24th of November, which would have been Friday. It has just been absolutely manic. And then I was supposed to be doing a shift today at work, because what it was is I took off, I needed to swap my Friday, and they said that the shop hasn't got any electric or something, so they've told everyone that not to go in but just be on standby just in case you know, they reopen the shop. There's something gone wrong with the electric, so they can't obviously open the shop unless the electrics are sorted. So yeah, at the moment it's a bit of, do I go in, do I not go in? We just got to wait and see, wait for a text or a phone call, they said. So yeah, I mean the shop is supposed to be open till 5 on a Saturday, so I don't know. The only day we close early is the Sunday, so I don't know if we're going to still go in or not. So I was quite happy with that, because you know, I could get on with a bit of this until they call us. So chances are they're going to fix it in the next 2 hours, and then we'll all have to get ready and go. So I thought I'd just carry on with a bit of this until we get the call. If we don't get the call, the way they said it is if you don't get a call, then the shop's done for the day. But considering it's now, what, 12 o'clock, I don't think they're going to call us in. I mean, it'd be pointless going all that way for 4 hours. So, at the moment, Saturday's all been mucked up. So, it's okay for me, I'll get next straight off. I mean, my mum's shop was having the same issue. Their fridge freezer, they couldn't close the shop because the fridge freezer was saying, it kept going off with an alarm thing. So obviously they're just about, and it always happens when you're just about to finish your shift. And obviously my mum's got the ump, because when doesn't she have the ump, because she's always moaning over something. And she was actually I suspect she got fed up because she couldn't get a lift home, and so stay with him. So of course Robert lives in Steeple Bumpstead, so I don't have a clue where on earth that is, but apparently it's quite a far way out. And at one time he was going to leave because it was costing too much, but he then decided to stay. But yeah, all the way from Steeple Bumpstead. So of course he couldn't get home because the manager wouldn't let him. So yeah, I felt sort of sorry for him because, you know, he's finished his shift. And I'm not being funny, if that happened to me, I wouldn't go in. I'm sorry, but there's no way I would go in and stay. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I would have said, no, I've finished my shift. I'm not legally required to be here after my shift time, unless you're going to pay me overtime. So I'm going home. So yeah. But yeah, so they couldn't obviously shut the shop until this so-called fridge alarm things stopped going off. So yeah, at the moment it's a bit difficult. So all I can do is, I can't really get on with housework until I know what's happening. So I just thought, well, I'll start doing a bit of this. What I might do is give them a quick ring and say, look, do you know what's happening? But then I don't want to sound too pushy sort of thing. But I hate it when you got to be told you're on standby. You don't know what's happening and you just can't really get on with your day. I mean, it was like that yesterday. The last video I did of this, I held off and held off and held off. And then I thought, right, I'm getting on with filming now because it's, you know, the longer I leave it, we're not going to get nothing done. And yeah, and just started filming, 20 minutes in and they turned up. So it's always the way, isn't it? But what annoyed me was that Currys wouldn't give me my tracking number. So they said, oh, sorry, we're unable to provide this. And I'm like, but surely it's tracked. It's like a £229 fridge. Like, hello. So, and I have decided that I'm going to keep it. It is quite a small fridge, but I like it. It's cute. It's, you know, cute in the fact that it's so small. And what's unique about this fridge is it has a sensor. It's a fridge freezer, and this, when you leave the door open for so long, I don't know about the freezer, but the fridge will blink. The light will blink, and it's a logic one. You can have a Google on Currys, and you've got like a pull-out tray, which is, I found quite interesting because most fridges don't have trays; they have drawers. So then, yeah, and I thought, you know what, it's small, but I'm going to keep it. I like it. So I've decided to now rip up all that bloody cardboard. I'm not going to lug it over to Whittam because it's too much hassle to do that. I mean, could you imagine fitting it in a little rucksack? It's going to be like half a dozen pieces. So yeah, right. So 6 we need next. So I don't know where I put the 6. That's 5. 5, 5, 5. I'll get a 6 out of here. Fuck it. So yeah, I mean, either way, I'm not happy because I need to ask him whether I'll still get paid for it because, you know, the fridge, the electric's not working is not my problem. So, you know, I still want to be paid for the day's shift. Some jobs will do that if it's not your fault. Some jobs won't. So, yeah, I'll see what I can do on that one. So everything's a bit gone up the wall at the moment. Because you can't operate a shop with no electric, so... Oh dear. I'm actually starting to think if I've got like a cold from somewhere because these hay fever pills don't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't have a sore throat. So I don't know what it is, but this has been like it for the last 4 weeks. So it's definitely not COVID, because COVID, you would know about it. I mean, the sore throat is horrendous. It's one of the worst sore throats I've ever had, because I've had COVID previously. I mean, there's no way of escaping COVID, is there? So, but oh man, having that, whoa, it takes it out of you, that's for sure. So yeah, and then I was watching a video on ships, model ships and stuff, and I recommended the chap that I was watching. I recommended D'Agostini's website to them because they do the Solly Royal, the HMS Victory, and the San Felipe. So at one time, D'Agostini did the Cutty Sark. Now the Cutty Sark was a tea clipper that was in London Greenwich, and it burnt down, and they had to restore it. So you can actually see the Cutty Sark. It's actually now a museum. So been on quite a few. I've done the Cutty Sark, the HMS Belfast. You know that ship? I think it's the Belfast. That's you know, the one that's docked near Tower Bridge. So yeah. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of this little row here, which is good because we can get a bit of that done and dusted, so that's good. Oh, dearie me. Like, it can go on for like 2 to 3 hours and then it just stops. Like, I personally feel these hay fever pills don't work. Cheap crap is what I would say. So yeah, I think what I need to order next is a double plug, and the laughable thing is I have a double plug around here somewhere. I just don't know where I've put it. So yeah, so I might do a bit of housework after this then, because there's still not been, let me check my call log. Yeah, still not been any there's still not been any calls whatsoever. So I mean, the last ones I had was yesterday, which was my mum rang me, and that's about it, and my brother did. So there's nothing come through yet. I don't like just waiting around. I need to know what I'm doing, you know, either I'm going or I'm not. You know, I don't like being mucked about. One time in my old job, they made me wait. They wanted me to stay on for an extra half an hour, and I was like, I'll do it, but I'm not coming in tomorrow because, you know, this is cutting into my evening now. So yeah, I think they take a little bit of a cheek, really. I think if you're going to do overtime, you need notice. You know, I'm happy to do overtime, but I want notice first. I can't just do it there and then, you know. I could have things planned for my days off, you know. And one of my managers over the years, they wanted to see The Lion King, and because it was my birthday, I said, I don't want to work my birthday. I've helped you out, you know, I've bent over backwards and helped you out many times, and she got the right arse over it, and, you know, so be it, you know, I don't care. I'm entitled to have time off as well, you know, just so you can ponce around watching The Lion King. You know, I understand theatres are difficult to rebook, but at the end of the day, I don't want to be working on my birthday. Do you see what I mean? You know, I've never worked on Christmas Day in all the years I can remember. And one of the years I had to work on Christmas Day, and that really pissed me off because, you know, apparently you have to take it in turns. And yeah, that never again, ever, ever, ever. I never, ever, ever work Christmas Day. Never. But that's the thing with catering. You can't pick and choose. You have to do what they say. So, because you either had Boxing Day or Christmas Day, and it's like, well, you can't do it either way, can you? So, if someone gets in there first, then you'll lump up with Christmas Day. So, and it's so frustrating because, like, Christmas Day, we all sort of go down in our gym jams, and then we, like, have family circle, Victoria biscuits, and then we open our presents, you know. So for me, it was unfair because they all opened theirs and I couldn't open mine until I got back. You know, it was so frustrating. But my sister, she boasts and boasts and boasts about Poxy Christmas. Oh, look at me, I've got so many presents. You know, and it's like, yeah, it's not exciting for me. I love Christmas, but you know, opening up a gift is, I'm used to it. I get gifts all throughout the year, so it's not really that exciting anymore. Christmas for me, as I've said, is about spending time with family. It's about eating as much as you want, you know. So for me, I spend it how I like. I need to dig out that. I still ain't started the other projects yet. I want to get this one out of the way first, because I'm quite humbled that every time I say that, I think of the wildlife presenter Kate Humble that does Animal Park with Ben Vogel. But I'm quite humble that we're still working on this in sort of like the last weeks of November, because I can really get a lot done. So yeah, I think I might go back to a full drill after this, because I've got another partial after this. And then I've seen even more that I want on Christmas, so yeah. Oh dear me. Very, very, very not with it today. Oh, do you know what? I'll pinch that, because I'm having to put my drills on the mat. But yeah. Just not with it at all. I think it's going out in that cold last night. Bloody hell. Like, I'm not a coat person, so there is no way I will wear a coat. And what I did was I did a I put a hoodie on, then another hoodie, and I think that's probably what's done it. So quite used to being ill, really. So after this, I'll take lunch, and then I'm going to give them a ring. If they get the arse over it, they get the arse over it. But I need to know what I'm doing. If I'm, you know, I don't want to sit down and then have to go, oh, right, you need to come in now. I mean, I've got my lunch box and all that packed, but I'm going to eat my lunch now, because, you know, if they do call us in, then I'm not going to do it. There's not going to be, it'd be pointless taking a lunchbox, so I'll just pretend that I've had it and eat it at home. Oh, dear me. Does anyone else suffer with hay fever every morning? Because maybe it's just me, or maybe I'm just like very run down, maybe. I don't know. I mean, my body aches and I need a break, physical break. But I looked at my diary, and my week off is from the 12th, and then I come back, I get 2 weeks off, so I get from the 12th up to the 26th, which works out really well. So yeah, I have to do a bit of Boxing Day, which is, it's okay, because I get like the Boxing Day sales and everyone comes in, and yeah, so because some shops like supermarkets, restaurants, they have to stay open because obviously people need to buy food and stuff. So oh man. Okay, so next I think we'll, as I said, we'll work on one colour at a time here for the minute. And then after this, which I'm very excited about, so yeah. I just feel like I'm always bunged up, and I don't know why. Every morning, hay fever, hay fever, hay fever, you know, it's sneezing fit, coughing, you know, it's not good. You know, I'm 31, I don't want to die yet. Because if, you know, if I keep sneezing, then I must be on an early way out of dying, maybe. I don't think I am dying, but you lot are all probably laughing, like, but I take being ill very seriously, you know. If I keep having hay fever every day, then there clearly must be something that is wrong, and I need to get the doctors to check it. So I'll have to book an appointment and see what's going on, because this is not normal to have it every day of the week, you know. The only thing I don't have, I have a blood pressure machine, because I have to have that. I got high blood pressure diagnosis probably about 6 or 7 months ago. So every so often, I don't check it every day, but perhaps once a week I'll check it. Or if I'm feeling, with high blood pressure is a funny thing, because you know when you've got it, because you sort of feel very sort of like your heart's racing sort of thing. So Crazy Borges has got that as well. But yeah, I mean, I think I need to get a thermometer maybe. But I found this app that's supposed to check your, it's supposed to check your blood pressure and stuff, but I don't think it does. But they're actually saying they want me to pay for it. It's called, so on here it's called something like Pulse Bite. Well, they're saying that they want me to pay for it, but apparently control your stress and anxiety. You know, you're supposed to touch that and it gives you the thing. I don't think that's going to work somehow. I think that's a load of crap. But they're saying that you've got to pay for it. I don't want to pay for that. It could not be accurate. I mean, what we could do is do a test on it. I think you get a free trial first, and then it goes to a paid membership. But what we could do is do a test on it, and then do a blood pressure test and see if it actually marries up with that, because the blood pressure will test your pulse as well. So we could actually do that and see whether, let's just move that over slightly, and see whether that be the case. It's also my last month of the discount with Disney Plus, so I only get one more month of $1.99, and then it shoots up to, I think it's like $10.99, which is when I'm going to probably cancel, because I'm not being funny, but I don't really watch an awful lot of Disney movies. I perhaps watch, you know, I watch movies, say, once a week on a Saturday, because Saturday's my movie night. So if I'm paying 10 quid, that's 4 videos out of the whole month. It's just not worth the cost. So, but I'm with Vodafone, and they do an offer where they'll take over Prime for you. So part of your package will have, they can do Prime, Amazon Prime, and they just bill you for it on your phone bill, which is really good, because you don't have to have, you know, your phone bill. Then Netflix go out separately. It's all under one. So, and they do a package for $10.99 for Netflix. But again, is it worth the cost? Do I watch enough Netflix for it to be worthy of the cost, or worth it, you know? But I didn't know what I'd like to see Glass being, hello, what was that? Oh, please don't fall on the floor. Hedwig, bloody hell. I'd like to see glass being phased out, you know, because our Dolomio, which is basically a sauce that goes on spaghetti bolognese, that comes in a glass jar. I mean, I've never understood why they put it in a glass jar. Why can't they put it in like a tub or something, you know? But if it's, you know, if it's plastic, I'm not sure, because you've got to remember that plastic gets in all sorts of places, you know. Some get in the ocean, and you've seen penguins where the plastic's got caught round its neck, or an animal's accidentally mistaken it for food, and it's got all entangled and in their stomach and probably killed them, you know. So plastic is a big problem. I'm actually I'm a woodland activist, and I'm also an ocean activist. So I'm very passionate about getting rid of plastic and trying to stop plastic being made, because yeah, plastic needs to sort of be phased out, I think. So I mean, I don't agree with the paper bags with Amazon, but it's just one of them things. It's not the Amazon's fault, it's the warehouse people putting it in plastic bags. I mean, it's like last night, I had toilet gel in like a paper bag. If that gets water on it, or it rains, then of course you're going to have, it's going to make the bag all mushy. But, you know, plastic does need to be phased out, I think. So, what did we look for? If I want, what am I looking for? Oh, where's it gone? This is so frustrating. Put something down and then it goes again. What's wrong with this? How did that get down there? Oh dear. But today, I'm hoping Amazon texts me early because I can nip out and get it, but I've got to have my phone on standby, so no call as of yet. So hooray, we get day off. I love it when it, you know, when you was back at school and they would say like it's so snowed in you can't go in, and yeah, it was quite funny. But we had these people that used to live down the back of us, and they were two girls, and they would keep knocking around everyone's doors going, the school's shut, and it wasn't shut. We would always have to listen to the radio to find out if they were closed or not. So yeah, they were a bit of troublemakers. They like sort of like winding people up, you know, getting people all excited about not going to school, and loads of the parents got fed up with it. So yeah. My tea. Lovely. So I think we'll do 5 next. Oh look, we've missed it at 9. Oh, you little bugger. I've got one here so I can pinch that for there. Can't be losing jewels, guys. No. I'm going to do quite a big lump on this because this seems to be quite a big section here that we're doing. So I'm over the moon I got this. I'm so happy that I managed to get hold of one, because when you see it at like $2.50, it's like a price that you know, you've got to try and grab quick. And I'm actually wondering why it is $2.50, because thinking about it, if that was if that had a £5 sticker on, then does that mean that the shop was selling it for 5 and then you got a discount online? Maybe. I always go, I have got the workshop here, but I always go online because online has the best discounts. But I might grab one this week in the shops because they've got a load of the canvas ones, and it cuts the postage if I do it that way. So yeah, I might do that. I find diamond painting very relaxing and it's quite lovely. Very sort of calming, really. I have worked on another painting, and I think it's my big salad that's got that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 projects still to do for Christmas, and if I get them other Santas on the wish list, if I buy them, because I'm really strongly debating on whether to get them, I will technically have probably 6 projects to do. I just want to get as much done. I've always wanted to do a Frosty the Snowman as well, and there's one that I want. It's £10.99 on Amazon, but with Temu it's £5.99. So, but then it's like, will it come in time? You know, I don't want things to be dragging, you know, forever. I don't want them, as soon as December's up, you know, it's back to the lines, you know, so yeah. But I don't just want to do Christmassy ones. For the December, I'm going to try and bring in some other ones as well, get some other ones done. I'm just loving the partials. We get them done so quick. You know, they're so fastly paced. I used to have a friend called Paisley, and every time I thought of her name, it reminded me of the parsley sauce that you get on pie and mash. They normally call it liquor, but it's technically parsley sauce. Why they call it liquor, I don't know, so don't ask me. And now there's probably bound to be someone ask me. Well, I don't know the answer, so yeah. But yeah, I wonder what we'll get for Christmas. Knowing my mum, I'll probably get like clothing and stuff, and you know, I think parents nowadays, they're very into like, you know, getting you clothing and stuff. I mean, every year my sister gets loads of clothing and stuff, so every year I put in the request for diamond painting, and she's like, no, you've got plenty of them. And the funny thing is, she liked them to start off with, and because I keep buying them, because obviously I'm a diamond painter, and so I buy these for content, you know. But she's like, she used to like them, and now she's like, oh my God, you've got loads of them, you need to stop buying them. And I can't, you know, unless you're into this, because she doesn't diamond paint, you know, she doesn't understand that this is an addictive hobby, you know. And I asked her to do one once, and she did one. Like, only one drill, and I was supervising it, and yeah, it was good. But Christmas, I'm definitely going to put Narnia on. We'll put a bit of Narnia in there as well, because although I might save it for January, because Narnia, you want to wake up Christmas Day, as my dad would always say, wake up Christmas Day and put Narnia on. You've got all that snow, and I think they actually put it on at Christmas, but I was writing out my schedule last night, so I've got the Christmas miracle of Mr. Toomey, Jonathan Toomey on the 1st of December, and then the 2nd of December I want to have Miracle of 34th Street, and then we'll go from there. I try to save the best ones towards Christmas week, like Polar Express, Elf, Santa Paws. Oh, Santa Paws could be number 3 maybe. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because it'll be like a movie every night, you know, and then it'll be Christmas. I'll be having Christmas Family Circle and biscuits. Do you know what? Yeah, they're selling Family Circle on Amazon. It's absolutely disgusting. Look at this, what? Where do they get these insane prices? Like, literally, I put in the basket, Family Circle. Look at that. They want, for that, 620 grams, pack 1, £11.49. Now, I could get a 600 grams easily at £5 at a local supermarket. But this is the problem, is that when you go to the supermarket, they don't have it because everyone bulk buys. So I'm left with no choice but to order them. But it's insane. I mean, I know the country is struggling, but I mean, what are they made of? Gold? You know, why are they so expensive? I don't understand it. Oh dear. It's so lovely seeing this, because I think what we'll do is, because this is coming on the last sort of row, we will make that a really big one. We might as well crack it in 2 more sessions. Saying that, I mean, the bigger we go, the bigger it's going to take, but this is not going to be that much. This painting's only sort of around the corner from being finished, so another one done. And that's what you do, you know, you just keep going and going and going. Even if it's just like 30 minutes a day, you know, just keep going on with it, because it brings the stash down. I do find that I order more than I do get done, but it's just the way it is. I mean, it's even worse when they say there's only like one left in stock, you know, so yeah, I can't wait to see the finished result of this. It's very pretty. I think they've used a gorgeous green for his sack that's down here, and obviously Santa's coat is always red. My mum did that once. I got a Santa costume from, I think it was Woolworths back in the day, and my dad was coming round to visit, and he must have brought the whole of the shop out, because he was going backwards and forwards from the car bringing all the presents in these big sacks. And I'm not being funny, but oh my god, my mum opened the door with the Santa costume on, and she went, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, and he couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. You know, when you move house, you have many memories, you know. You know, your childhood, you grow up and you move on, and the old house was only like literally around the corner, but the first house was a horrible estate to live on. It was not a very nice neighbourhood there, and yeah, so we had a fireman that lived down the road. So yeah, it was quite handy if you had a fire, he would know what to do, so but yeah. And I'm debating about this bloody COVID vaccination they want to do, but I don't know, I do and I don't, because I'm like, do I do it and then be, you know, free, or do I have it and then be ill? Because last time I had it, I was really ill. I was so ill at Christmas, and it really wrecked sort of Christmas, really, being ill. No one wants to be ill on Christmas, but it's just one of them things, you know. We are in the winter now, so yeah. Right, where's that funnel? God's sake, I had the funnel here. This is what I call it the gobble desk, because every time I put something down, it goes missing again. Like, why does this happen? So yeah. Okay, so next we'll have 6. And then I think we'll do a bit of red, because this is, I don't actually know where his hand is. I think he's like holding it towards his chest here and there. Because I believe at the end of Santa's arm, at the end of his suit on his arm, is like a white cuff bit, which would be that. Ah, yeah, his other hand must be that part then. But yeah, this is a really beautiful painting to do here. So yeah, I don't know where the hell that one's come from. But the other day I coughed so hard that I felt some blood, and I thought, oh no. Because if you're coughing up blood, that's a big problem. So with me, I don't take it any serious until you know, unless needed. And yeah, I thought I'll leave it down to, and the next few days was fine. So yeah, right. So that's we've got a couple of 6 up here. So yeah. And then next week, the gas people are coming in finally. And this gas contractor is a pain in the arse, because they keep saying that I'm not in when I am in. And I was trying to call today, but you weren't home. I've been home the whole time. You know, so I don't know why they keep saying that. And this has been recalled like 4 times now, where they just keep lying, and as per usual, the landlord backs them. So, you know, they always blame the tenant. It's the tenant's fault all the time, you know. Oh, you're causing problems with our contractors, not allowing access. Hello, I work. Like, if you can't book it around, it's like this annual gas safety thing. They've just automatically booked in a date, which I can't do. You can't do that. I work. I have to have it planned. You know, I need a week's notice and then I can accommodate it. I can't do it when you just automatically book an appointment. It doesn't work like that. I hate it when they do that. And then, you know, they have a go at you for it when it, you know, I just don't understand it half the time. Right, that's that done. I bidded on a house the other day and it was a lovely house in Colchester because I've been bidding for like the last year trying to move. I want to move, and because I'm what they call Band D, which is adequately housed, I'm at the bottom of the queue, so I just have to hope and pray. So if you've got 60 people in that queue, they're only going to give it to the person that's most needed on housing, you know. So yes, maybe I'll find my dream home. Right, what do we do now? Let's have a bit of 3. No, I did say 2, didn't I? So let's do 2 next. I love working with red. It's Diamond Paintings TM's favourite colour. So, yeah. But someone sent me another 2 Amazon unboxings, so we'll have to wait and see who they're from. Because apparently one came the other day and then another one came the other day. So 2's turned up. So, I mean, it could be my secret admirer. It could be from Kurt and Michael. It could be from Dawn. That's why I say always put a gift note in. For example, here's one from Dawn who gulfed it. That's why I say always put a gift note in, and then I can give you, what that does is I can give you a shout out, and then it opens up, you know, when people watch my channel, they can go, oh right, I've never heard of that YouTuber before. I can, you know, go check them out, give them a sub, you know, and it helps them out. But I always put what they bought me. So for example, here, Dawn of Girls there bought me this, which was a leopard. So yeah, so I have had one unboxing where they've not give me any note, and I don't know who it's from, and it really it's quite annoying because I want to thank that person and I can't because there's no note. So yeah. I've not actually bought anyone yet on a diamond painting wish list. I don't even know if there's anyone out there that have wish lists. But I've not actually found a single YouTuber in the diamond painting world that has a wish list at the moment. And I would love to buy them it, you know, return the favour somehow. But I've been under strict instructions from Kurt and Michael Pasocki not to buy them anything in return. So they just want me to... They just said it's, you know, we don't want nothing in return. So, yeah, I'll respect that. That's no problem. Because I feel like when people buy me a gift, I've got to buy them a gift back. I just like to return the favour. So, but yeah, I think it was Michael said that he does the painting and Kurt buys them for him. So, yeah, that's really cool. And this is the thing, as a diamond painting, you know, YouTuber, I want to get as many people diamond painting as possible. Diamond painting is accelerated through the roof. Like the amount of people that do it, it's just a fun community. It's a fun hobby. It keeps you busy for like many hours. And the more you see the picture done, the more you can't put the pen down. So yeah, it's pretty amazing, really. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. My order came from, you know that I said I ordered a Snicker creamy thing? Well, Royal Mail still haven't delivered it. So I had to get Amazon to replace it. So yeah, they can't even deliver mail on a 24-hour slot. It's crazy. Absolute crazy, this now. So I'm actually thinking now I'm going to have to divert all mail until this gets back on track, because this is ridiculous. I mean, some of my mail is time sensitive, you know, and I need it by a specific date. So this is what I was saying about pharmacy to you, you know. Pharmacy to you is, you know, an online pharmacy where they send medication via the post. But it's just, if they're delayed, you're not getting your mail for God knows how long. And this is why I say avoid raw mail at all costs at Christmas. I mean, obviously you guys in America don't have raw mail, but our main courier is raw mail, and they have been fined for not delivering mail on time, you know. So they really need to sort this out. You know, this has been like it since June. And then you go to my relatives, never a problem, always delivery every day, you know. So what is the problem? Is it between Chelmsford? It can't be Chelmsford, because the mail that goes to Whittam goes to Chelmsford, goes from Chelmsford. So I don't know what is going on, but they need to sort this out. It's got to be something in the depot, because what they're doing is they're rotating they're rotating the routes. So 1 week they have to do one route, and then the next week they have to do this route. But you don't get mail for so long that you get bundles of it turn up at one time. I mean, the other day I had like probably 16 letters wrapped around in an elastic band. It's terrible. And then obviously you've got all the companies going, oh, we wrote to you, but we've not heard back. Well, we can't. What can we do if we're not getting them out? And this is why I campaign so hard. They should email you. You know, they're quite, you know, whether they say they're obligated or not, but they could easily refund you. So they could easily email you and just encrypt it like a zip file, you know. So I don't know why they are so obsessed with sending it through the post. Oh, they're regulated. Well, I don't care if it's regulated. You know, if you want me to respond, you're going to have to send it by email, because we're not getting post on time. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have this finished by next week, easy. All ready to be put on the wall. Yay! I want to try and get that custom one my brother did. My brother and my sister-in-law got me for Christmas. I would love to get that finished for Christmas, so... Right, number 8 next. I've got a few number 8s. Hopefully a few of them. I think that'll finish off this square actually, so yeah. Oh, this is gonna look gorgeous. Isn't it surprising how the actual canvas can look a little bit like toned down, and then the minute you put the drills on, it looks twice as brighter, you know, or twice as vibrant. I think this orange is supposed to be the skin tone here. It's a very sort of peachy orange colour. I would say that it's a pastel colour there. But yeah. There we go, guys. That's that done. Yay! And you know what that means, guys? We're on the like, oh, crumbs. My tripod's running out. This tripod's on the blink. The clamp's going, because the thing is with these tripods is they're not supposed to keep being screwed and unscrewed. So the more you screw it and then unscrew it, it buggers the thread up. So just have to, if it falls off, then I pre-warned you. But I'm going to have to replace that, and it's so frustrating because I have to buy the whole clamp. I can't just buy the ball clamp. Let me show you what I get. So tripod, the one I get, let's put scissor. The one I get is this, and it's so frustrating because this, for example, you have that clamp, but if the thread goes, then you've got to buy the whole of that. You can't just get the clamp. So talking of which, what I will do is I will put that on my list, because I need to get another clamp. Because this is just like giving way all the time. And I just wish that you could get a clamp. But it doesn't seem to be, like, it don't seem to be an option to do that. Right, so let's do 7, because that's mainly let's put this 8 away first. I'm just going to quickly use up this. I don't think this is skin tone because, again, he's got it on this jacket. Unless he's got a hole in his jacket, I don't know. But this is a very strange colour. I mean, obviously, if that was supposed to be snow, then why have they used a peach pink? Do you see what I mean? So, yeah, word of advice, once you get these scissor clamp things, just, you know, once it's clamped to wherever you want to clamp it there, keep it there. Because they don't last very long. So, it's quite annoying. Okay, so let's get 7. Let's get 7 next. I'm probably going to use all that up, actually. For this section here, I'm not necessarily going to draw in because we know that we're doing the rest of this now. So yeah, it's the last little hurdle now, guys. Obviously we won't complete all of this today, but we can, you know, make a start. I'd like to start some of the coasters next. Still no core. I'll just check it because yeah, still nothing. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. So, yeah. Oh, lovely. So, so I won't be doing coasters next because it says ready for pickup. Look, so looks like oh, that's nice and early then. I'll nip out and get that then. Brilliant. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. It's going to be bloody cold out there, I'll tell you. But I'd rather get it out of the way and early, you know. So, yeah. I'm annoyed with my brother because he was supposed to get Graham to come round and pick this old washing machine up and he still hasn't. So, still sitting on the side of the pavement and waiting to be picked up. So, I don't know. Just bloody ridiculous. Whoops. Now this is the funny thing, is you put the film down but you can't see where the film is, so as you can see you wouldn't be able to see if it's there or not. So I'm going to be careful and try not to get stuck to this. So because obviously this has got no... I really must get some more release paper. Seeing it come this far, we have come so far, and we love each day and night, here we are. But yeah, seeing this painting come this far now, it just makes you want to get it done. And then I think I'm going to start on the one that I wanted to start on for the last 2 weeks. So, yeah. So, after this is completed, the next job will be to seal it. And, yeah. Get some more wax there. It's a little bit on the waxy way. But yeah, it's really going to be quite pretty to see what this looks like. Now, we started at 50. What's the title? I bought a lot, like a big pack of these you know, these bulldog clamp things, and I don't know where they are, because I thought originally they'd only come in like a 20 pack. No, they sent 500, and I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? What the hell am I going to use 500 for? I mean, these bulldog clamps, you could actually clamp your washing on the line with. So if you had no pegs, you could like just use that. I don't like the word pegs. They should have called them clamps. Bloody peg. Who comes up with these words? So this looks like to be the tail end of his sack, his Santa sack thing. That reminds me, as kids, we always used to like put a sack at the end of our bed, and then my dad and mum would come in and put presents in the sack. It was so funny. And then halfway through the night, I would feel the sack and I'd be like, oh, shall I open it? Shall I not? You know, and Christmas Eve, the sleep just feels like it takes forever to go to sleep. It just feels like, because you're so excited about Christmas Day, it just feels like the night is dragging and dragging and dragging. I think there is there's supposed to be a longest day of the year or something. So let's have a look. Actually, the longest day. So the longest day is apparently the 21st of June. Oh my god. So I don't know what that is. So yeah, longest day apparently. So yes, I will venture up all the way to get a pack of watermelon sweets, because originally I sent them there because I was supposed to be going to work today, but because of this electrical fault, I don't know what's happening now. So either way, it'll give me a walk out, I suppose. Because whenever I go to work, I always like send them to lockers. I used to send it to my mum's, but it's just so much hassle getting off the train from Chelmsford into Whittam, pick it up, get back on the train, go to Braintree. You know, it's too much. I just want to get home for the day and then just like chill for the evening. So, I mean, really, it was trying to find a locker in Braintree, and more of them have popped up. But I just wish that there would be one in George Yard, because we have a shopping centre called George Yard where the works is. But they put an InPost locker there, and they need to put an Amazon locker there, like, because the only ones I know, there's one which is up Rifle Hill, which is near the Co-op, Chalice Lane, and then the other one is right up near Crescent Road. So you've got one right out of your way, and then there's another one out of your way. It's just too much. It's just far too much to do in one day, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to finish down here, and then I think that'll be the time done and dusted, won't it? So, yeah. I could easily just sit here for another hour and get it done, but we really must stop. So we're going to stop there, guys, and see how we get on for the next session. But this, oh, look at that minty green. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now, it's going to really be interesting once we get this red in, because I think once we get this red in, it's going to sort of balance out the green. But there really is not a lot left to do on this. I'm really, really enjoying this painting. As I said, if you want to get it, it does come from the works. So that's where you need to go if you want to get it from the works. And get it from there. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I don't want it to end. It's been such an enjoyable one to do. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to the channel, because I have noticed 40% of you are not subscribed, so you might as well subscribe if you watch. Always tap the notification bell and you'll be notified as and when a video pops up on the channel. And we'll see this coming to an end very soon, hopefully, this painting, and on to the next one. Until then, have a lovely evening, shopping, watching a movie, whatever you're doing, have a lovely time, and we'll see you next time. Have a lovely time, we'll see you next time. See? That rhymed anyway. Catch you later, guys. Bye.